Yo, we live? Are we live? Yo, yo, yo. We good? Audio good? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? TM. So let me do 1 minute. Chill, brother. GM, GM. Welcome, boys. Welcome. Alright, let's lock in, boys. Just lock in. Remember, we're waiting for the macro like always. Sell, bro. Sell, sell. Not chill, man. Chill. Hey, I blew my account. What happened, bro? Explain yourself. Holy shit, man. Need to look directly at the sunlight. Give me a second, boys. Such a beautiful day. Man, oh man. We're waiting for the macro boys. Huge sell off right now. Market open. Bit choppy in the 4 hour A. Damn, we did end up pumping and taking all time highs. What happened here in Asia? Both Asia high and low are unmitigated. What the hell is gonna be sketchy? That's not what those videos mean when they tell you. I mean, just a little bit of sun, like just a little bit. Just stare at it. The window's literally right here. Look at the sunlight. It's bright as fuck, man. GM, GM, only 500 left to pass, but blew. I blew it. Or what does BLW stand for? Bell. I bell my account. Bro, stare at it. You're gonna be blind. Nah, that's a myth, brother. That's a myth. The Mossad got you, brother. If you stare directly at the sunlight, your eyes get cured or some shit like that. Alright, hold up. Waiting for the macro like always. We're chilling. I'm impressed by the fact that we took the daily. There's a bearish SMT. We'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind. Alright, let's just let price keep doing its thing. We're waiting for the macro like always. Hold up. Give me a second, boys. Let me get water. Give me a second. 1 second. All right, what's Gucci, bro? TPH low. GM. Sleepyhead, sleepyhead. This is London low right here. London. Then we have. Could we count this as Asia? I mean, we could just call this like external. X. We're just selling off. We had earnings. This is earnings, boys. We just figured it out. This is earnings. We took all-time highs. Just fucking insane. Huge low resistance liquidity right there on the trend line. Obviously got cooked. Yo, Mr. Robinson, what's up, brother? What is up? Start doing our buys just to see. I mean, daily we took the high. No real buys though on the daily. The 4 hour, hella choppy. No real buys either on the 4 hour. The 1H, we're displacing from bearish and bullish PD arrays. I suspect the lows are going to get taken. I do want to get closer to 10 a.m. Again, neutral bias on the 1H. It's kind of sketchy right now. Let's just let price keep setting off. Yeah, Mr. Jordan, what's up, brother? Full TP, bro. Good shit, brother. Alhamdulillah TP Day. London low. You got this, brother. It's going. Gotta hold with high conviction. Bro, my eyes are like hurting right now, brother. They're like hurting. I'm like trying to turn the brightness down for my monitor because that shit is burning in my eyes. Alright, we should be good. Then, alright, we should be good. We just test something.
Order filled. Order filled.
Alright, yeah, we can listen to it.
Order filled.
Order failed. That was obviously taken off, like in an off account. Don't get triggered by the order filled sound. Let's look at the calendar, bro, real quick. Fuck it. So this is the two funded accounts that I activated later. This is currently where we're at. We're up 200 on these, and then this is the OG accounts. Obviously, April we've had a good month. Let's see if we can keep going. We're currently sitting at a $2,000 balance. We took a $400 payout per account. Let's see if we could take a payout. If we win today, we take a payout, boys. Road to fucking glory, yes sir. If we win today, we're taking a payout. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not counting on it though. We could lose. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not going to do nothing. The calendar's part of Top Step. Yes sir, it is. Yes sir, it is, boys. Remember, there's a 90% discount right now if you want to support the boy on Apex. Code MISC, boys. Code MISC. Everything you watch here is free. Everything I do is free. I don't charge for nothing. On nothing. All the sauce, alpha, everything is free. The only way I make money, and it's pennies on the dollar, boo fucking who, is through my affiliate with Apex. So if you want to take advantage of the 90%, if you're gonna get accounts anyway, you want to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, boys. The macro's just about to start. Here it is, boys. Is there a calendar for Apex? No, sir. No calendar. You have to journal. I do have a journal in the Discord right here. If you go on Get Journal right there, there's the calendar. This is the journal that I use for Apex. I highly, highly recommend it. It's tailored. I'm actually trying to update it. I'll update it soon by today. I'll update that journal so it can be much, much better. And it looks a lot like the one on Top Step. All right, so what the hell is going on here? Like we're just doing a whole lot of nonsense. I don't think. I mean, we are rejecting from this 1H, but we were rejecting bearishly from this 1H as well. So we're like bouncing between two PD arrays. I don't know who's gonna win. Yeah, but we already did have a unicorn here. We already did have a bullish unicorn, but I don't really have a bias for me to take a long or a short. I really don't have a bias. I think I feel like I want to get closer to the hourly shift. I don't think it'll be smart to long here, even though we do have a unicorn. There's no real clear bias for me, no real direction for me. So, I mean, we're obviously selling off, and I expect price to continue selling off to London lows. So I'm just gonna hold off a bit, be sidelined for a bit. I want to get closer to the hourly shift. It's currently 9:47. Let's add a little bit of discretion to our trading. We're chilling, boys. We're big chilling. Remember, it says, I am a professional trader. I move with purpose, not emotion. My job is not to predict. My job is to react with discipline. The market is not my enemy. It's a mirror reflecting my patience, my grit, and my control. When I'm calm, the market rewards me with clarity. When I chase, the market punishes me with chaos. How many times have we opened trades and the moment we hear the order filled, we're already filled with nerve, regret, fear, chaos. We want to close the position because we oversized. We don't know where to put our stop loss because we oversized, we overcommitted, we're over leveraged. You feel nervous, you feel a lot of discomfort, you feel the chaos because you're not really following a plan. So, if you get those feelings while you're trading, please reevaluate your strategy. If you don't have a strategy, please write it down. If you need a strategy, I have my own strategy. I have no problem in showing it. I always show it. Like there's absolutely no excuses, brothers. One thing I for real do not tolerate anymore is blowing accounts. Evals, alright, I get it, but funded accounts in one day we can't be doing that, brother. In one day we cannot be blowing accounts anymore. Like that's exactly what the prop firms want you to do, brother. And we're playing their freaking game. The first thing we need to start doing is stop giving our money to the prop firms. Because they're absolutely not a company that I want to give my fucking money to. Right there's the strategy. All you have to do is follow this, and you'll be doing the same thing I'm doing. Quite literally. Quite literally, boys. Let's just let price develop. I am in no rush to take a trade. The macro just started. It is the first macro I trade. I trade the first three macros after New York Open, so I'm big chilling right now, boys. I'm gonna let price do whatever the fuck it wants to do. I am in no interest in taking a trade right now. Price is heavily dumping. We had a huge dump on market open. Let's just let price keep selling off. I do want to get closer to the hour, 10 a.m. So let's go ahead and patiently wait, boys. Patiently wait for our setup. Patiently wait for better price action. At the end, if you took a trade right now, earlier, pre-market, whatever, So there's this bullish unicorn right here, boys. I was talking about it with a friend right here. There's a bullish unicorn, but like I said, I will not take it. We did have a market structure shift on both assets, so this is extremely a valid unicorn to take right now. Am I gonna take it? Hell no. Why? Because we still have sell side to be taken. Because I have no real bias, no real direction, but the pattern is right there. But we are not going to take it. What I like to do in these unicorns that I skip, that I don't take, is I like to train my eye and just see if it works out or if it doesn't work out. And then if it works out, I try to stack the confluences to make it make sense why it worked out. And then if it doesn't work out, I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Hold on, let me use the restroom real quick. Give me a second. Had to take a quick shit, boys. My bad. All right, we're still good. Still part of the plan. Now we have a bearish unicorn that's playing out. I feel like this would have been much better, because we did have a market structure shift. Tight on both assets, very tight. Perfectly valid. Perfectly valid. GM Ivan. GM brother. Should take London. There was a bearish unicorn right there. I just want to see if it plays out. I did not take this trade, so don't take it. I'm quite literally just training the eye, patiently waiting for my setup. Sorry, I just joined. Can you explain the trade, please? Thank you. I still don't take this trade. This is just a trade framed up, but this is a unicorn. This is a bearish unicorn. We have a bullish order block right here. The bullish order block. Price should respect the bullish order block, right? So this is a bullish order block, and when price taps the OB, it should bounce off and continue on its merry way towards the highs. But in this case, since the order block got ran through, we failed to respect the order block. We had a market structure shift right here below this low. This is our MSS. And when you pair a failed order block, which in this case, this is a breaker block with a breakaway gap right here, breakaway gap, you enter on the tap right there, tapped by one tick, and right now we're displacing. We could target London low, and it's a 2-to-1 risk to reward. But that is literally the strat, boys. And ES is high key very far away from taking London low. High key, very far away. So we'll most likely have a bullish SMT. I do, like I said, I want to get closer to the hour. I want to see that hour shift, that hour close in 3 minutes right now. We're about to take it. So this bearish unicorn was 100% valid, and it's probably something I would have taken. So a friend took this bearish unicorn. So we're hoping this shit plays out for him. But right now we're patiently waiting. This is about to cash. Let's hope the London low gets taken. 'So we're patiently waiting again for our opportunity here, boys. So hopefully that plays out for the brother. Let's see what happens right now with the 10 a.m. candle about to open in a minute. Let's see where we're at with price. So we did end up inversing this gap right here. Um, we have some obvious lows that could be taken right there. The 4H is choppy as hell. The only thing this is gonna confirm is that in the 1H we're going to be bearish. The 15M, we respected that bullish gap. Some lows to be taken. I'll say bullish, bullish. I guess it's just so sketchy. It's just so sketchy. Yes, is not even close to taking the London low. Not even close. Three M bearish unicorn right there, but it's hard to frame up a trade. I mean, we could frame up a trade, but the stop loss will be too high. I mean, we could do something like this and target the external. When are the macros and what are they? I'll go over that right now. I'm actually contemplating this unicorn right here, boys. I am contemplating this bearish unicorn right here. We did end up getting a bullish bias, right? Bullish, bullish. We could inverse the 5 minute. We could inverse the 5 minute. Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. We're reframing. No, not taking a trade right now. We're reframing. Fuck, I'm unsure, brothers. So the macros, my bad boys. The macros is the last 15. Fuck, man. It's because I'm stuck in here in a pickle, boys. I'm stuck here in a pickle. Are we not gonna take London low? Are we not going to take London low? Wait, we have some people in the chat. It says, I finally have a funded. What is this barcode H4? What's overall bias for today? Brother, no bias right now. I feel like I am more long, but it's kind of sucks that we didn't take London low. I would have been like more bullish if we took London low. But look at this 3 minute structure. We have a bearish unicorn right there. Bearish PDO rates have been getting respected. It's sketchy. Like, I truly don't know where the fuck price is going. Did we end up inversing? We did. And tap the bullish unicorn right there. We've already had a proper market structure shift. The 2 minute and the 3 minute have a bearish unicorn. Yes, it's so far away from. Let's see. Yes, it's also trading inside of a 3 minute. Huge ass movement, huge ass candles, huge ass wicks. Respected the bearish 2 3 minute unicorn. See if we could run all the way towards the London lows. I'm sidelined right now, boys. I'm sidelined. If I'm not feeling too sure, I am not going to click the button, bro. But just with the reaction from this OB and from the gaps, like we're overall bearish. But in the higher time, like in the higher time frame, we're chopping it up. We're bearish on the 1H, choppy on the 4H. The 15 minute was respecting bullish gaps, although it did invert some bearish gaps. So it is sketchy. I'm away for M15. Yeah, we might just sideline this macro, although it was still like in my opinion it was still good unicorn right here in the 3 minute, 3 and 2 minutes, still good unicorn for the London low. But it's better to be sidelined, brother. I was not 100% sure, so I rather just hold off on my bullet. No feelings of FOMO here, boys. No feelings of FOMO. That was the unicorn of the macro, 100%. So we're probably just gonna skip the macro. Probably just going to skip the macro. Yeah, rather take 0 trades. We're waiting, boys. Bearish unicorn continuation trade. I mean, it already happened. We already missed it. This was the play right here. The shorts happened here. Had to be at the high. I mean, I was waiting to see how price reacted from this OB, but it just wicked off too heavily. In order for me to take a trade, it's too late. Like we're already it's already too late. So like I said, I'd rather be silent, boys. I mean, we still do have some external lows here to take, so there's still a lot of room for price to dump. But like I said, I think we're gonna be sidelined for this macro. I'm going to wait for the next macro. Talking about the macros, these are the macros that I trade. So it's first three after NY open, and then it's the macros are 9:45, 10:15, We have 10, 45, 11, 15, 11, 45, 12, 15. These are the three macros that I trade. So they're intervals, they're time periods where you're looking to take your trades in these time periods, in these time confluences. It is very important. What's the external line at the bottom of the chart? It's external liquidity right there, the lowest low right there. So there's still room to dump. Price has a lot of room to dump. So we're gonna be sidelined for this macro. We saw some unicorns happen before our eyes. We know they're possible. We know they can happen. We know they're here with us. So we have to train that eye. We have to train that muscle. It says, what does it say? It says, I master my psychology. I don't fear missing out. I fear breaking discipline. I don't crave thrill. I crave mastery. The moment I detach from outcomes, I gain true control. You only trade macros? Only macros, brother. I only trade macros. Only macros, boys. It's a time period where it's very safe to look for trades because usually macros is a confluence people add for higher probability, but why not just trade in those macros? Within those macros. If they're the highest probability, why not only look for trades there? So my strategy says only macros, so I only trade in the macros. So usually the last 15 minutes and the 15 minutes after a new hourly candle closes or opens, usually what price does is it seeks liquidity. So let's see here, even though we did sell off, let's see here what happens when the macro starts. So when the macro starts, we engineer a manipulation. So if you're thinking power of three, we have our um, manipulation, that we have a shift market structure, manipulation shift. Um, Let me see here. When we're coming back, it's coming back. It does not want to take the London low. It's edging the London low. Better to be sidelined. So what we're looking to trade always is the market maker buy model or sell model, which is basically an accumulation phase. Usually an order block here at the top with a clean distribution, and then you get a shift in market structure above that order block. A tap on the breakaway gap, and you got yourself your bullish unicorn. This is the pattern that I'm looking to trade, and I'm looking to take my entry right here. Stops below the low, and always target a 2 to 1. Always. And that's literally all I need. So the macro's about to finish. We are going to be sidelined for this macro, so we'll patiently wait for the next macro. We're chilling, boys. I am in no rush to take a trade. Big chillin'. It says, losses don't break me, they teach me. A red trade is feedback, not failure. I don't fight to be right, I trade to be consistent. One trade does not define me, the process does. My risk is my foundation. Every trade has a plan, every plan has a stop, and every stop protects my future. I respect my risk, and because of that, my account grows in strength and confidence. Get your water, boys. Get your coffee. I should get my coffee right now. Get your tea. Get a little fruit to start your morning. We need to practice detachment from the charts, boys. It's highly, highly important. We need to treat trading like a side hobby, like a side hustle, not the main. We can't treat it like the main or like this shit's gonna save us or because the moment you add too much value into the charts is the moment you overly attach to them. Sleepless nights, backtesting, switching strategies, consuming hella content of trading. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but over a period of time, it can be a bad thing. When is the time for you to stop consuming content and start reacting and acting based on the content you already consumed or the knowledge you already gained from the charts? Because once you know too much about the charts is the moment you're doomed. So the less you do, the better. The simpler your strategy, the better. Can you give your affirmations? Yes, sir. Like, do you want to download them or you want me to say them? I can keep saying them. It says, I am patient in waiting and ruthless in execution. I move only when my system calls me to act. When I enter, I commit with clarity and confidence, and when I exit, I do so without hesitation or regret. I'm not here to gamble. I'm here to build wealth through consistency and control. I trade like a sniper, not a storm. And right there, that's London low taken. I trade like a sniper, not a storm. Each decision is deliberate, each move aligned with my plan. Trading is my craft and I respect it. I show up prepared, rested, and focused. Every chart, every candle, every loss and win is a lesson in patience and growth. I am the edge. My strategy is the tool, but my mindset is the weapon. I am unshakable in discipline, unemotional in outcome, and unstoppable in consistency. Facts, boys. Fucking facts. So beautiful 3 minute unicorn that gets played out towards the downside to the tick. We watched it. We watched it happen live. We observed it. And honestly, like the runners to the external low, brothers. So it's better to be sidelined. Better to be sidelined. We're big chilling. Big chilling, boys. We'll wait for the macro. See if this unicorn plays out all the way to the external low. While that happens, let's quickly review the calendars. Quickly review the stats we have currently. See if I could zoom out a little bit. Right there. Zoom out a little more. Pop. My bad G's, my bad G's. Technical difficulties right now. But yeah, notice the calendar we're working with. Monthly P&L right there. Last month we had a break-even month. And then we started in the first week. Did we get the London lows? Yes, sir, we did. Right there. Taken. London lows taken. Um, we're waiting for the macro again. These are my stats all the way from Feb to April. 48% win rate. Average RR of 1.4 could be better, not gonna lie. This is our balance, the balance we should have right now, 2.4K. This is across 5 accounts, well, 3 accounts, 5 accounts. I'm copy trading 5 accounts currently, but only 3 accounts have the same balance. That's what I'm trying to say. The other 2 accounts, they're fresh, they're new. They have a $200 balance. My best day is Wednesday. Most active, most profitable day was Tuesday. Least profitable day was another Tuesday. Trade direction, I take way more shorts than longs right there. Way more shorts. Average winning trade, blah blah blah, best trade. Net P&L right there. The equity curve is just beautiful. It is just beautiful. Says, do we get London lows? Misk, I got a 50k eval right now. I'm at 51k. Should I size accordingly to pass Apex account? Depends on your experience with the markets. I feel like just in general, like if you want to start on your journey with discipline, there's no better way to start than with an eval. So I feel like if you follow a structured plan with an eval, try to take it slower, might definitely be the way to go. Although I feel like I'm not the one to give you the best example here because honestly, the evals, I don't care about them. I've gotten desensitized with the evals. I hate trading evals. I just don't like it. I feel like I'm wasting my time, and the sooner I get, like I pass the account, I get it over with, the sooner I can start making money. So my recommendation, if you have little to no experience, or if you are barely wanting to follow a strategy, or you want to build that consistency, a great place to start is an evaluation. You're at 51k. You need $2,000 to pass. I mean, you could pass it by next week. Like, what's the rush? You could definitely pass it by next week, like Tuesday or something. So you could chill out. Like, you don't have to full port today or tomorrow. You don't have to. So again, we're gonna wait patiently for the macro. There's absolutely nothing for us to do. We're sidelined. We just observe the charts. We're chilling. The more hands off we are with the charts, the better. Which trade copier do you use, by the way? I use Top Steps trade copier, but oh yeah, I was gonna check how much the activation fee was for the 100k account I passed with Apex. So let me see here. Let me see here. So accounts, past evals, and right there expires May 6th. I mean, we have some time. Just want to see how much it is. I agree. I agree. Credit card next. Damn, it's fucking pricey, boys. So we better freaking take a payout from this account. But I'll activate this account if or once we take a payout from these top step accounts. If we take a payout. So obviously for that we're going to wait for patiently for the macro. So another 15 minutes or so. Patiently waiting. To anybody new here, welcome. Thank you so much for the support. Right now we're out of accounts to give away, unfortunately, but I do regularly do giveaways on stream. Um, if you want the Profitable Traders manuscript, which this is something that I feel like is so underrated, how much it reframed my thought process in the charts, the manuscript. Let me go ahead if y'all want it, if y'all want to download it and put it on your own wall. I will gladly send it to you all if you want it. Right there's the trade copy link. It's okay, bro. We're not here for the giveaways. Thanks, brother. I love you for that. I love you, G. The manuscript quite literally reframed my way of process. It is very important for y'all to detach from the charts. Why am I saying this? Because yesterday, for example, I had somebody on stream beg for like 20 bucks because he wanted to buy an eval, an account. He said this is the one. And I mentioned that there's probably something going on outside of the charts that he's avoiding or he's not looking into. Because the reality is we're rushing payouts all the time. I was rushing payouts all the time, but I stopped, waited and wondered, bro, like what is $1,000? What does rushing a $1,000 payout do for me right now? Like it does absolutely nothing in terms of like that. What is that gonna buy for me? You know, like what does that mean? Probably just pay off the credit card debt that I gained through buying evals, and then what else can you buy with the $1,000? You're fucking gonna blow it on gas money, and then I don't know, groceries, and it's gone. Like what I'm trying to say is it's not gonna change your life. Like $1,000 is not gonna fucking change your life. What changes your life is the skill you acquire through building the consistency and the habits and properly being a professional trader is much more valuable than taking a $1,000 payout, in my opinion. So if you're having issues with blowing your accounts, or you get to the fourth day and you fucking blow your account, fourth day, 1 day away from payout, you blow your fucking account. 1 day away from passing your eval, you blow your eval. If you keep repeating that same cycle, there's something wrong, and it doesn't have to do with the strategy, it doesn't have to do with the charts, it doesn't have to do with nothing regarding trading. It has to do with you, brother. So there's this thing that in Spanish we like to call, well, I'm gonna say it in English, alignment. How do you align yourself? Or what is there to align? You need to align your mind, body, and spirit. You need to align your thoughts with what you say, with what you do. Everything has to be aligned. If you're disaligned, if you have uncertainty in your mind, if you have incongruency in your mind, you're gonna get fucked by the charts. You're gonna get humbled by the charts. Inevitably. Eventually, you'll get humbled by the charts. You need to align yourself. And if you're in the so desperate need of alignment, how do I align myself? How can I learn about that? Quite simply, I will give you the answer, and it's right here in my stack of books. I highly encourage you to build the habit of reading, boys. Reading is a wonderful habit. There's a lot of knowledge within the books. We need to reduce our screen time. And I'm speaking to myself right here, too. I'm not perfect. But what I do, the habits I do have is reading. I love reading, brother. Reading, there's so much knowledge, and you enter this meditation state when you're reading, and it's such a beautiful way of learning and gaining knowledge. But this book, Stillness is the Key, will give the answers you want. And if you notice, it's not a trading book, brother. It's not. But the main thing I want you to see is the contents of the book. So it's divided in three parts. Part one, right there, it says it's the mind. Part two, the spirit. And then part three, the body. So giving you some examples on, for example, the chapters within the mind. It says the domain of the mind, become present, limit your inputs, empty the mind, slow down, think deeply, start journaling. What book is that? Stillness is the Key, brother. Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. It's a must read, must get. And why not pair it with this amazing book by the same author, which I feel like is the issue with most traders, is their ego. You trade with your ego. Your P&L is so attached to your ego. The trading book that I recommend is, I was reading it the other days right here. So This is the trading book you must read. You must. Like all I feel like these three books are must. These three books they're like you have to read them. You have to. Like once in your lifetime you have to give them a chance. Yes, looks good for longs. We're waiting 15 minutes for the macro, brother. We're chilling. Let me see if there's any other book I could recommend. It's because I have like several books. I have multiple books, but I feel like these three are the ones that best loser wins. I have that right there. It's a great book as well. Great, great book. I have the Turtle Trader. I have the Psychology of Trading. I have the Psychology of Money, of course, but that doesn't have to do with trading. Mm. But yeah, boys, I feel like, for example, in the Turtle Trader, in the moment when I read it, because a lot of the times when you read a book, it's gonna resonate with shit that's happening to you in the moment. You're gonna have your like aha moment, like, oh shit, I can apply this to this. Oh shit. And during while I was reading The Complete Turtle Trader, which let me show you this book, which is an amazing book and it's a wonderful read. If you feel helpless, if you feel yeah, I feel like helpless is the word. If you feel like you're struggling with your faith in terms of trading, you're struggling to believe that your shit's gonna work, read this book. So the thing with this book that's so interesting about The Complete Turtle Trader is one person, which I am inspired by the way. Let me remember his name because I don't remember his name. What was his name? Richard Dennis, holy stutter. Richard Dennis, brother, he was fucking maniac. He said he just asked himself. He was like, "Is trading something you're born with, or is it something that can be taught?" And that's like a question you ask your friends, right? And I'm wondering what y'all think. Is it something you're born with? Do you think it's for everybody, or is it not for everybody? Can anybody trade? And he asked himself this question, and he put it to the test. He over the course of like fucking 10, 15 years, he put out ads on everywhere, on the bus, on the streets, everywhere, and he just hired people. He hired different people from different backgrounds, different growing up conditions, different jobs, different lifestyles, a bunch of diverse people, and they all made it, brother. They all, not all of them, but most had amazing, amazing returns. Amazing returns. And it's just insane. Like that trade, this guy taught them his strategy to the T. He he showed them how to apply it, how to learn it, how to everything, and he made them profitable. So I'm heavily inspired by this guy. What I'm doing here is that same feeling of is it possible to teach what I'm doing and everybody make money? What's the strategy? So he was trading, there's a whole chapter on the strategy. He was trading breakouts and EMA. He was using EMAs, he was trading breakouts. Wait, give me a second. There's a chapter here for the rules right there. And he still like this strategy very much holds to this day. Like it's a wonderful book if you want to read it. But what I was gonna go with all this is that at the moment I was struggling. I have a group chat and I was struggling with like, fuck, man, how can we make the most of having like-minded individuals in trading? How can I? How can we make the most out of this group that we have? Because we're IRL friends and we have a group chat. It's like, how can we make the most of it? And I started reading this book, and it's like, holy shit! Like, there's a lot of insight on like working together and trading as a group and everything, and just the mindset and well, here for example, they were all trading the same strategy, and in my group chat, everybody was doing their own thing. Not anymore though, but everybody was doing whatever the fuck. Nobody had nothing figured out. Everybody was ego trading. Everybody wanted to be right and blah blah blah. And I discovered the unicorn, and obviously I've had some good success with the unicorn, and slowly but surely the whole group chat has started trading unicorns, except for one guy, but the whole group chat has started trading unicorns, and it's so much more pleasant to know that your friends are looking for the same trades as you are, and that I'm looking for the same trades that my friends are. So imagine the infinite feedback loop of, oh shit, this guy took the best unicorn of the day, or oh shit, like you analyze the same trades. Do you think this trade is good? Nah, this trade is not good because of this. This is all right. So you dismiss it because you got the insight, or oh shit, did you check the higher time frame? Or like it's much more smooth. It's a much smoother process to perfecting and mastering one strategy, because in my opinion every strategy works. It's just we're not treating it as a strategy, bro. We don't let the edge play out over time because we keep blowing our accounts, because we're not patient enough to wait for a strategy to work. So if you have multiple people, if you have like-minded individuals, like I'm doing here with the YouTube, with the stream, showing you how I trade and what I trade, I have a bunch of people DMing me about, hey, the unicorn, this is this a good unicorn? Is this a bad unicorn? Hey, I took this unicorn. Hey, was this a unicorn? Was so it's always I'm always getting fed unicorns. You know what I'm saying? Like so, the pattern is just like even if it's unconscious, conscious, this is another book, bro. It's cause fuck, there's so much knowledge in the books, brothers. Like I'm telling you, y'all need to be reading, dog. A Man in His Symbols, Carl Jung, brothers. Amazing, wonderful book. It's a bit more of a dense book, but this shit will shatter the way you think, in my opinion. And everything just ties together, bro. Everything just fucking ties together with reading the Profitable Trader's manuscript every single day, looking at the Certified Funded Trader, the stream, the DMs, the group chat, the talks we have on about trading. Like everything just stacks up. If you want it bad enough, it's going to happen. But you need to submit. You need to have faith. You need to trust your gut. You need to trust the process, brother. Work on your faith. Follow God. Follow your God. Follow your God, boys. What do you think about breakouts? I mean, here in the unicorn, we were gonna take a breakout right there, like a break and retest type shit. It's the same thing right here. This was the unicorn we're gonna take. So it's the same theory behind uh break and retest strat. So what does that mean exactly? So right here we broke market structure. We shifted lower. Would you agree that we shifted lower? So we closed below this set of candles right here. This candle, this massive candle closed below. So this was already a break. So it's a break and retest and target the lows. It's a bearish unicorn. What do I think of breakouts? I trade them. Break and retest. Because again, all these smart money concepts, ICT, all that bullshit is concepts that have been traded for years. Weren't we already bearish though? What was the strategy of break and retest? Weren't we already bearish though? Yeah, I mean with the bearish buy, I was unsure about the bias, hence why I didn't take it. But be if we were a bearish bias, like taking this towards the London lows, I mean all the confluence is stacked, and we have a target which it did meet, which we knew it was gonna meet, and we even had another break and retest right here. So break, retest, dump, and it's just basically how the market moves. If we're in an uptrend, we make higher highs, higher lows. If we're in a downtrend, we make lower lows, higher lows. It's the same thing. We're in a downtrend right now. So we have a high, we have a low, we have a higher low. I mean, we have a lower high, then we have a lower low, lower high, lower low. The same thing on the bulls. High, low, high, low, high, low, till you reach the top. Next macro in 5 minutes, yes sir. Yes, sir. So when there's 5 minutes for the macro to start, what I like to do is redo my whole bias. So on the daily, we're neutral, weird ass candles. We swept the highs. We have an SMT. ES failed to take the high, so we do have an SMT right there. The 4 hour is fucking choppy. There's absolutely nothing for me to consider a direction for where the market is going to go. I mean, obviously we have a sell side, so I would say bears, but nothing clear, nothing concrete. So on the daily and the 4 hour, we have no bias. Now in the 1 hour, we did inverse within the last hour. We did inverse this bullish gap right here. So that in itself already makes me bearish. We are tapping in a bullish demand zone right here, which price could react from. But I do expect the lows to get taken and maybe some continuation. So for now in the 1H, and let's write it down, 1H, I am going to be bear, which is sketchy because we do have a choppy 4A, and when it's choppy, usually supply and demand works to the T, right? Where we take some supply and then we fucking pump towards the demand zone or whatever, or the opposites. So let's go to 15 minute. Same thing on the 15 minute. We do have this gap right here. That price already inverse. Did it inverse the gap? It did inverse the gap. We have this weird ass structure right here on the left, but I do want to see this external sell side get taken. So the 15 minute, we are going to be bearish as well. And that already with process of elimination, I feel like I am more inclined bearish than bullish, although we do have some unmitigated gaps right here. So again, sketchy price action right now. We are chopping and consolidating, so hopefully we could break out of the chop. See what happens within the macro. And also, like, I'm not saying this as an absolute because there is no absolutes in the market, but I want you to notice what happens after. Look, we took London low, the macro finishes, we take London low, and what does price do in between the macros? Chops. Just chops it up in between the macros. And right now the macro's about to start, and I can guarantee, not guarantee, but I can sense that as soon as the 5 minute, as soon as this reaches 10:45, we're gonna start getting the movement or the direction or the manipulation of the next move. That's what the macros do, boys. So for now, let's wait patiently for the macro to start. If we look at the 5 minute, the 1 minute, oh yeah, so juicy. We have a nah. Look at the 5 minute, choppy as fuck, like choppy. Let's wait. Let's give it a second. Patience will always pays. If you already took a trade and I still don't take a trade, at the end of the day, our calendars and our P&L will look the same. If I waited for the first macro, the second, or the last macro, my P&L will be the same as yours. So might as well wait for a better setup. And if that setup never arrives, then we don't take a trade. As simple as that, brother. As simple as that. So for now, we're waiting, boys. We're waiting. Patience pays. I highly encourage you to print out the manuscript, put it on your wall, and read it out loud, brother. For real, read that shit out loud. It's gonna feel awkward. You're gonna feel weird doing it. You're gonna say, fuck, bro, I don't believe in affirmations. I don't believe in that bullshit. But the book says it. The man in his symbols, the book says it. If you want to train your unconscious brain, if you want to spawn thoughts unconsciously in your brain, you need to consciously manifest them. You need to manifest your thoughts. Because some of the times, the thoughts we have, we don't ask for them, right? They just come without you requesting them. So, how can you control those unconscious thoughts? Your environment plays a huge role in that. What you see every day plays a huge role in that. What you say plays a huge role in your unconscious thoughts. So, careful with what you watch, with what you say about yourself and about others, what you feed your brain. Can you post your affirmations on the trading Discord? Sure, brother. I mean, I sent it through here, but I could send it again. And I'll put it in the Discord. I'll add a designated area on the Discord, but it's right here. right there on the chat on YouTube. Every day, you tell them to yourselves every single day, bro. That shit is going to rewire your brain. But you need to read it. You've been reading it for 10 days. It feels fucking nice. Say, hell it does, brother. Well done. It freaking does. Again, macro starts and price starts wanting to seek. Hopefully. Hopefully. Thanks. No problem, man. So again, we did get a bearish bias. It's okay that we're pumping. I don't care that we're pumping. I'd rather wait for a short setup to appear. But for now, if price wants to seek buy side, let's let it seek buy side. We do have this unmitigated gap. Price could reach. So we let it. We let it. Let's let price do its thing. Let's let it go. Let's just observe. Let's wait for a proper setup. ES is about to tap a 15M um gap. So I do expect some type of bearish reaction. ES still has unmitigated London lows. We do have a bullish SMT, which could mean bullish, but what I'm hoping for is for ES to align with NQ eventually and take London low. So hopefully this is just a manipulation into a higher time frame period rate to continue our merry way towards the sell side because we are currently downtrending. So for now we wait. Sheesh. So we're seeking liquidity right here. We're seeking these highs. Let's let price keep doing its thing. Let's keep observing. Let's wait a little bit. It's good practice to usually wait for the hour to shift to 11 a.m. It's best practice. So for now, I am in no rush to take a trade. Even though price is looking bullish, it's printing bullish, I am not going to fall for the trap. We did establish a bearish bias with the analysis we did on the higher time frames. So I'm going to stick with that bearish narrative, even though price is pumping, even though I'm going to stick with the bearish narrative that price will eventually come seek the external liquidity here and that ES will seek for the London low. Is my thesis, is my theory, is my prediction, right? So if I want to fulfill that prediction, I need to take shorts. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait for a short setup to happen and hopefully it's a good unicorn and we could take it. So hopefully ES we could keep pumping so ES takes the 15 minute and we'll have bearish SMTs all the way through. All the way through. So for now we're waiting, boys. We are waiting. ES is close to taking that 15 minute, which I do expect price to take it. ES is so close. Let's look at ES. ES has the unfilled 15 minute and then we have the unmitigated London lows. So I do expect what I expect a tap, the manipulation, and then the fall off. is what I am expecting to happen on ES, and we'll have a bearish SMT. Look at how far NQ is from reaching the gap, and that's by design. So what I'm hoping for is for this 2 minute to make a bullish order block. So I'm waiting for this candle to pump. Damn, I love this feature, bro. Volume ain't feeling good for at least 2 to 5 minutes. Let's just wait, silent. If nothing's cleared, if something doesn't feel good, let's just wait. Patiently wait. Breathe and wait. And right there, ES is just about tapping. And what do you know? We make a bullish order block right here. And price could keep going. It could keep seeking. We had no entry model. We have nothing. Let's just let price keep seeking. Buy 3 minute FVG. We're chilling. We're chilling. ES is seeking into that 15-minute gap. Let's see what happens, boys. We had a bearish bias, but ultimately our draws are in the sell side. So what do you do with that information? I'm waiting, boys. If price wants to keep going, keep pumping, I'm gonna let it. Like I said, I'm looking for the shorts play. If they don't happen, if price just keeps pumping, I'm not gonna take nothing. Like it just let it pump and I'm gonna let it go. I'm waiting for a bearish setup to happen. And what I need for a bearish setup is a bullish unicorn, a bullish order block to get disrespected. So what do? I mark out a bullish order block. So right here, it's marked out. It says, by the way, you have a collection of all your trades. Which macro would you think your strat is the most accurate on? Shit, that's a great question, brother. That's a great question. I don't think I have an answer for it, unfortunately. I should though, but I don't. But I feel like most of the times I do win when they're like smooth, no drawdown wins. They happen in the first macro. Most of the times, if I had to say a macro. Need more data? Yes, sir. So I'm just gonna let price keep hiking, and we're going to put in another bullish order block. And what do I do? Mark it out. Bullish order block. Yes, keep seeking into that 15-minute gap. Maybe NQ wants to pair up. So I am expecting for an inversion of this OB. Again, price taps the OB, and the idea is that the order block should push the price higher because we are pumping, we are in a bullish trend. So when we tap the order block, price should continue on its merry way. But if we see price struggling or even breaking through it, that's a sign that sellers are no longer in control, and perhaps this was just a manipulation. But for now, if it wants to keep seeking, we let it keep seeking. Let it keep seeking the highs. Yes, it's perfectly trading inside of that 15-minute. Yes, it's just about reaching OTE of the gap. We are tapping into this bearish block right here. We're waiting for the bearish setup, boys. We're waiting for the bearish setup. So right here we have the order block marked out. We want to see price inverse this OB. Till that happens, we're just gonna let price keep pumping. But I am waiting for my shorts. I don't believe in these lows. I believe we're gonna take external. We're gonna take these lows. ES is gonna take London low. Is what I'm hoping for to happen. It's my theory. It's my thesis. So let's wait and see. Let's observe price and patiently wait. I do expect some added volume and volatility come 11 a.m. So in about 3 minutes. If price wants to keep hiking up, we let it. Keep hiking up. We're not taking anything. We're tapping into the 15-minute gap. Price has aligned with ES. So let's see what happens. We're waiting for the 1H candle to open. Yes, sir. So we're already manipulating into the 15-minute gap. Hopefully we could keep another bullish unicorn right there. I'm watching. Taps into the 15-minute gap. So what do we expect the next 15-minute candle to look? I'm expecting it to be a bearish candle. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not counting on it. I'm not, doesn't mean I'm gonna take a trade if it keeps pumping bullish or whatever. I took the 2-minute uni towards the 15-minute gap for 1 to 2 GGs. Good shit, brother. 2-minute uni for the 1 to 2 right there. Good shit, brother. Job well done. Take your money and get the fuck out of here, man. One trade a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. You took your 2 to 1. That's all you fucking need. That's all you need. So I'm waiting. So we did put in another order block, and I'm gonna mark out every bullish order block I can. Again, price taps the bullish order block with the wig right there, and we should see a continuation towards the highs. Buyers are in control. Let's let them be in control, brother. Let's let them keep pumping the price. I do not care. Do I believe we're going to all-time highs? I don't know, brother. We could because we are in all-time highs, and they say never short all-time highs. Thanks to you, didn't know how to work with unis. I always tried outside macros. Inside the macros, brother, is the bread and butter. Is the bread and butter. Good shit for you, brother. I'm happy it's working for you. So again, this bullish unicorn got respect. This bullish order block, I mean, got respected. So we want to see price keep seeking new highs. But I'm waiting for an inversion of any of the following order blocks that I marked out. Till that happens, we're just gonna wait. So 30 seconds for the hourly candle to open. I expect volatility and hopefully the entry. Hopefully the 1 hour candle open gives us the entry we are looking for. So I'm waiting for this inversion. Alright, expect some added volume and volatility here. So what we want to see is exactly this. No, there's no bottom wick on the open, and we're manipulating inside of an hourly fair value gap. So I'm extremely bearish right now, extremely bearish. And this is a concept I went over yesterday as well. When price opens up like this, oh, what did I do, man? Is it good? Everything's good. When price opens up like this with no bottom wick, why did the fuck did the same shit happen? Right there. Price open with no bottom wick, you best believe that we're gonna come back and make a wick. So in my head, this is the hourly wick. Like this is the top wick that's gonna make. Look, there's no bottom wick on the 1 hour candle, and every candle has a bottom and top wick. Bottom, top, bottom, top. Every candle, bottom, top, bottom, top. This one has a very little bottom, but this one with no bottom, you want to see a bottom wick. So to me, in my head, this is just we're just manipulating inside of the hourly gap. Again, we mark out the order block, and we're waiting, boys. We're waiting. We're waiting for our setup to happen. No bottom wick on the 15-minute either. Price wants to keep hiking. We let it, but we're waiting for the inversion. We're reacting. We want to be reactive. We want price to come to us. But I'm expecting some type of reversal any minute now. Any freaking minute now. So if you want to make your unicorns more powerful, what did I do, brother? Fuck me. Are we good? I think we're good. If you want to make the unicorns more powerful, align yourself with ES. We need to see a shift in market structure. Oh, it happened again on both assets. So it's happening, boys. We want to see us make that bottom wick. We want to see the inversion. This could very well respect the bullish order block and continue seeking highs. That could very well happen if we're in a bullish trend. But I don't buy it. I don't believe in it. I'd rather wait for an inversion. So we're gonna wait. We know it's coming for that open. We know it wants to make a bottom wick. We just know it's bound to inverse. Volume in back in this bullish trend we in. Let's wait and see. Let's wait. Look, it's reacting bullishly from this OB. It's struggling to break the OB. But I do want to see price make that bottom wick. It's inevitable that we're going to make that bottom wick. So to me, this top wick is the same thing as yesterday, just manipulation. If it wants to keep manipulating, we let it. But ES is already shifting in market structure. Hopefully NQ could pair up here. Want to see it make that bottom wick. We want it to come for that bottom wick. It still doesn't, but we want it to. So we're waiting for now. We still have time within the macro for this to play out. But if it doesn't happen, then we wait. And that's it. So there's also another theory with order blocks that if an order block gets tapped multiple times, that's a sign of weakness, not a sign of strength. So I very likely again that this is going to get ran through. We're going to make the bottom wick. Again, price is holding the bullish order block very strong bullish order block right there. Yes, keep selling off. Yes, it's making a too many unicorn. Let's see if we could get a market structure shift. We might get a play here, boys. We might get a play here. But we need this to shift in market structure within the next 2 minute candle. It's just you know it wants to, and right there it's making the bottom wick. It tacked the bottom right there. Can we see a continuation? But it came back to make the bottom wick. Can we see a continuation? Can this just be the manipulation? And then this is our market structure shift, our change in the state. Can we continue on our way towards the sell side? We want to see a shift here. What do I mean by shifting? I need this candle to close below. Do you wait for an IFEG? No, sir. I wait for my unicorn. I wait for a breakaway gap. But right now, there's a breakaway gap on ES. And never mind, there's no more breakaway gap on ES. But I'm waiting. We could be completely wrong, and this could, like, it already made the bottom wig, and this could just keep pumping, and I'm fine with that. I'm not going to execute on it. But I am counting for this to break through. I am counting on it within the macro, hopefully. But for now, price is holding the bullish OB. Bullish are pretty much in control. Bulls are in control right now. So let's let them. I'm not going to act on this. I am not going to. I'm waiting for the bearish idea to happen, for the bearish setup to happen. If it doesn't happen, I don't take anything. If it does happen, I'll take it. I'll give it a try. But for now, we putting another order block, and I'm gonna mark out every bullish order block I can. I'm going to mark it out. 10 out of 10 times, I'm marking out a bullish order block every single time if I'm bearish. But we still have time within the macro for this to play out. I missed the 1050 long. We're chilling. We are chilling, boys. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. If we're in a bullish trend, every bullish PDO race should get respected, and it should just keep going. It should just keep going towards the highs. Because it's respecting every bullish PDO rate, and I'm fine with that. Like, if it wants to keep going, let it keep going. I don't care. But the moment bullish order flow gets disrespected, I'll be there. I'll be there to act on it. Till that happens, I am not doing anything. So we're just about getting. There is a bullish unicorn happening. Not. We were bearish for a reason. We had a bearish bias. We are trading inside of an hourly bearish gap. I will not fall for the longs. Even if they do play out, even if they keep going, it's not part of the strategy. It's not good practice. We gotta be patient, boys. We have to be patient. We're panicking. We have to be fucking patient. That's the only way this works. If we're patient. So we have 5 more minutes left for the macro. Huge tap here on the gap to continue pumping, respecting the bullish PDO race. But I'm waiting, boys. I'm waiting and I'm sidelined. I think this is a trap. Can't be predicting, bro. That's a dangerous game. Be careful. We're very much respecting bullish order flow. We've been respecting bullish PD arrays, bullish gaps, getting tapped and respected. Continuations. We have some buy side. Like this shit could continue pumping its merry way till the New York Open. Like it could continue pumping. If we're bearish or we want shorts, we need to wait for confirmation. We can't predict into no man's land like, oh, I'm a short right here and pray for the best. You need confirmation. So this could still happen within the macro. Mainly looking at the 2 minute. We're going to tap this 1 minute unicorn bullish, but we're waiting for the bears. We are waiting for the bears. If the bears never come, if the bears never happen, then it never happens, and so be it. Now we're coming back into the bullish order block. So when price comes back to a bullish order block, what do we expect to happen? Price to keep pushing higher. Price to keep pushing higher. Respects bullish PD array, pushes price higher. That's what we're expecting it to happen. So if it happens, everything's all right. Everything's normal. But if we inverse the order block, that's when the alarms turn on. And that buyers are no longer getting respected. Bullish order flow is no longer getting respected. So we want a part of that. So right now we're tapping into the bullish order block. We're waking away. We're rejecting because it's an area where price is going to react inevitably. But we want to see a breakthrough without those lows. So let's wait and see what happens, boys. Let's wait and see what happens. Bullish order block getting respected. I expect the highs to get taken. But we are sidelined for now, brothers. We have not clicked the button at all. Nothing at all, boys. We're big, chilling, no rush to take nothing. Extremely patient. If price wants to keep seeking the highs, we keep seeking the highs. We done established a bearish bias. 15-minute, 1 hour gap, 15-minute bearish gap, 5 minute bearish, bears. We're bearish all around. So what do? We wait for a bearish setup to happen. If the bearish setup never comes or it never happens, then we do nothing. As simple as that. I'm not gonna take no bullish unicorns. I'm not gonna take longs. I'm not. Do you wait till the last macro? Yes, sir, I am. First three macros after New York Open. That's what the strategy says. So we are going to follow the strategy. The strategy says wait for the last macro. We are going to wait for the last macro. We all about to enter shorts. Chill, chill. Chill. This might be a case where we wait for the next macro. So we're big chilling. So let's wait for the last macro. Buy a 1 minute FVG, sure you will buy 50 minute reverse up premiums. Not a good idea. We are waiting, boys. Always waiting. There's also another thing I can recommend that's going to improve your trading is playing chess, boys. If you like playing chess, you need to master your elo, master your opening strategy. Get good at chess is a recommendation I could give you if you want to improve your pattern recognition. I got a gift. Smell it. Ooh wee. What is your elo in chess? My elo in chess is currently 12. Right there, you can see it at the bottom. 1273. The 10 minutes. Peaking like 1300. Not the best, I know, but I'm trying. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to climb. Trying to reach that 1400. There was a 2 minute unicorn that happened here. Bullish. Good idea to target the gap, the highs. Great trade for the people who took this. But like I said, if I've established a bias, I fucked myself over one too many times by taking the opposite direction of the trade. I can teach you chess and you teach me trading. What's your elo? Constantine, what's your elo, brother? Because yeah, I'm painfully average at chess and I honestly hate it, brother. I play 10 minutes. 5 minutes too quick. 10 minutes to think, to actually improve. Rapid chess is the way to go. I'm painfully average at chess, but I'm studying, brother. I'm studying right now. And I'm climbing, bro. I'm peaking. Trust. I was way lower. But I'm studying. I want to get to like 1500s, 1600s. You fuck with 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes is the way to. I used to play Blitz. 5 minute Blitz, 3 minute Blitz. But it's too quick, bro. Like it doesn't even give you time to think your moves and I don't feel like you're really improving in chess. I mean, it's good for intuition, but if you're a beginner or want to improve in chess, like you need to like just in general, bro. I feel like we always want the fast shit, you know? Like we want the fast payout, we want the fast chess games. Like it's always we want the quick, we want the instant dopamine, we want checkmate already, brother. But fuck, man, I just feel like in general, like the whole world needs to slow down, brother. Everything's moving so fucking fast. Like slow down. Like try to like in trading, I challenge y'all. I fucking challenge y'all to build a calendar. A calendar, build it, stack it, like paint a calendar with different green and red colors, brother. For like months. I challenge you, brother, to build a consistent, beautiful calendar. I used to play 10 minute, but once you learn the next few moves, 5 minute blitz is fine. Yeah, 100%. Nerds talking about some chess, brother. Get in the game. Get your head in the game, G. Chess will drastically improve your trading. It will drastically improve your pattern recognition, your patience, your thinking through what you're doing, thinking before you act, before you speak, observing yourself, observing your thoughts, your emotions. Huge factors within trading, brother. Gambling and opening trades without a strategy is just like blundering a piece. And most of the times when we blunder pieces in chess, it's not because we have low elo, it's because it's the lack of focus. The lack of focus. It's the same thing in trading, brother. You took a trash trade, you knew it was a trash trade and you still took it. You're money driven. You still took it. You blundered, brother. You blundered your money. My elo sorry I forgot and I downloaded again to see. Bro, you cannot delete chess, brother. You have to play every day. You must play every day. Again, waking up from the bullish area right there. Waiting for the last macro, boys. Hopefully we get a trade idea. Hopefully we get a trade idea, boys. For now, we're big chilling. Big chilling. I have to study up. Gotta put in the hours. I need to get back to studying chess as well. I played probably the best chess blah, blah, blah. Best chess game I've played is probably I played that shit in Amsterdam. I played it with an old man in the street and we shared a blunt. And I started with my classic opening Queen's Gambit. There's a trap in the Queen's Gambit, and he fell for the trap. And nobody had ever clapped back at me with the trap. Nobody had a reply for my trap. But that motherfucker, he caught me. He caught me lacking it. He beat me. Even though he fell in my trap, he fucking flipped the game around, brother. And we shared a good laugh. It was a hell of a game. The scenery was beautiful. And the experience is just something I'll cherish every single day for the rest of my life. And I had a wonderful conversation with that not young man, with that old man in Amsterdam, and it was just extremely pleasant. Also here in my city, I joined like a chess group about a year ago, 2 years ago, and that's when I played my first ever tourney, and I got clapped by like an 8-year-old. That shit was humbling. I'll tell you that, humbling. Losing to a freaking 8-year-old, brother. It's just crazy insane. Also, speed cubing is something I like. Um, there's a strategy in speed cubing that I'm learning, which is the PLL to PLL or PLL to OLL. Position of the last layer and then orienting the last layer. But that's some advanced pattern shit, brother, that I'm still struggling to remember. Like everybody knows how to solve the cube the classic way, the standard way, but that's a slow ass way to solve it. Slow ass way. Like if you wanna get serious with speeding, you need to learn OLL and PNL. If you do classic, you can reach like a minute with a cube. How fast can you solve it? Definitely under a minute. I do it classic style. Yeah, classic style is slow. I do under a minute. There's even like some hacks within the first two layers to build it faster. Like instead of putting in the first corner and then the edge, my best saw beginner method figured to it 24 seconds? What the fuck? What does finger tricks even mean? Like flipping the fucking pieces or what? Let me do my bed, boys. This is not acceptable. Let me do my bed real quick. Not acceptable. I looked back and I see a messy bed. That shit pissed me the fuck off. That shit pissed me the fuck off, boys. So I could definitely do under a minute solve. So I'm sitting like at 50 seconds. Between 50 and 60 seconds is definitely the place to go. But reason being is because the last layer is the one I do the slowest. The first two layers I feel like I got pretty quick at it. Still not quick enough, right? But still, boys. Still. So we're obviously going to wait for the last macro. Looking to take some trades. Let's go ahead, tidy our room up because the morning just started. What time is it for me? It's 9:30. It's late. But thankfully it's still early enough for me to be able to do my bed. And it's still considered a habit, right? Build them habits, boys. The first book I ever read, I started reading at an older age, like at 23. I'm 26 now, so 3 years reading. So I was a late bloomer with the books. Never too late to start, I feel like. But the first book I ever read, which I have it loaned out, I don't have it here with me, but the first book I ever read was The Power of Habits. Not Atomic Habits, not that bullshit. The Power of Habits. And at the time, I had a business, and that book resonated with me because it talked about habits, personal habits in your lifestyle, the habits in businesses, and habits in the society within societies. And it's a wonderful, insightful book that instilled. I thought you were like 22 or something. Hell no, I'm 26, brother. I'm a senior vet, and I just turned 26 like 6 days ago. So I was born in the year 2000, hence the MM. This is the first tattoo I ever got, and it's gained meaning through the years. Obviously, market maker, Matrix Misc, which obviously was not planned. I did not plan it that way. It just happened to be that way. But the theory is that Matrix Misc is a version of me from the future that already escaped the Matrix, and he's telling me what to do. He's telling me what steps to take every single day and every moment of the path. And one of the things I like to think that Matrix Misc told me before I knew Matrix Misc was real, he told me to get the tattoo. And everything just aligned, you know? I have another tattoo here. It says, I am the chosen one in Italian. That was my second tattoo. I got that shit like at 17 years old. But I got both at 17, 18 years old. So a while ago. Big while ago. We're obviously waiting for the macro boys. 15 more minutes with big chillin'. Big chillin' boys. I'm currently reading a book about meditation. I'm getting into meditation heavily. I've been meditating, and meditation's so beautiful, boys. It's so beautiful. And I notice I need to do it more often. Even like you don't necessarily have to be sitting down in darkness and meditating, not necessarily. When did you start trading? I was 16 when I first started trading. Still net negative though. 17. I started trading when I was 17, brother. I thought it was cool. I thought it was amazing that people did it for a living, and the charts I found them super cool and super entertaining. Like holy shit, like there's no way people make money from this. And I started paper trading, and I think I mentioned it in the story where you start and you don't really know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know, nobody of your friends trades, like you know nothing. Nobody knows nothing. Like you're obviously not gonna get the scoops of what to do, what not to do. You get that with time and with experience, and you watch a YouTube video and then you apply it, and then you apply it multiple times, and then you see another forum that says, "Bro, this strategy sucks ass, like it's a fraud and whatever," and you're like, "Fuck it, I've been trading that shit for a year." And then you switch, and then you look at what they're doing, and then you find out, oh shit, this strategy is trash as well. And so you have now you know that, all right, these two strategies are trash. So you start adding it to your tool belt. And um, I started learning ICT through a friend. He told me about ICT. Um, Trading was something I always had on the side. Like I always had like a job or a business that I was running, and trading was something I just loved doing. Like I was doing forex and swing trading. Like I would put like $100 on the account on the balance, and I would just like play with that money, like let it run. Sometimes I grew it, sometimes I blew it, but there was really no thought process behind it, no thesis, no future, no like it was just something I was doing out of like another gambling, another fucking source of income that I wish could happen, like another one of those dreams. And I had these friends or this friend that he was trading, and he I would look up to him heavily. I still do. But at the time I was like, holy shit, he's trading prop firms, like he's making some serious spread. Like oh, we're trading money with some funded capital and shit. I was like, what the fuck, man? This guy's a G. Like he knows what he's doing. Like he's making some serious bread. Like I don't know what he's doing here in school. Like he should be making hella bread. But obviously I didn't know what I know at the time. And then he started telling me about ICT, and the same day he told me, bro, I just fucking consumed hella ICT content. Do you see yourself living off this with the strat you've made? I didn't make this strat, but yes, I do see, like I want to do this every single day, what I'm doing right now, streaming and trading. I love trading with a passion, with a fucking passion. I love doing this, and I love streaming with a passion. I love having a community and talking to you guys, and I just love everything about it. Like there's not one thing in particular it's just everything, like I love everything. Like it initially I started this content creation shit to fool myself into becoming a profitable trader, to force myself. I thought by being observed, there's no way I can fuck up. There's just no way I can slip up, and it turned out to be true. Obviously, if you, because I've been streaming for a fucking while, like even before I went viral. But if you go to like the oldest streams, I was still gambling and I was still making hella mistakes and I was still doing bullshit. But with time, that shit got corrected. With repetition, doing the same shit over and record, getting up, streaming, getting up, streaming, editing, uploading, reading the manuscript every day, every day, every day. You just start shaping your brain. You just start forcing your environment to make you profitable. The mirror I have on the wall is just everything. You need to make your environment shape you, because most of the times, not most of the times, but there's going to be some days where you have off days, bro, where you have down days where you just feel off, brother. You just feel down like for the day. There's no particular reason. There doesn't have to be nothing going on. Like it's just you feel down. It's one of those days, and in those days where you feel down is when I am most grateful for the environment that I've built, because even on the bad days, I'm still forced to make the right mechanical decisions. So they say that if you want to go to the gym, or if you go to the gym, or if you're in any discipline, you need to do it regardless of how you're feeling. You need to do what has to be done regardless of how you're feeling. They say it's you need to Before you make it, you chop wood and carry water. When you're making it or in the process, you chop wood and carry water, and once you make it, you chop wood and carry water. So regardless of how you're feeling, you need to continue doing what you need to do. If you're feeling sad, oh, I don't feel like going to the gym, that's when you most need to go to the gym. You're a good teacher, bro. I appreciate your emphasis on mental emotional focus, bro. That's everything in trading, brother. I guarantee that reading price action is a skill that can be acquired and learned within a month. Maybe 2 months, but within a month, you'll have enough knowledge to start operating. The rest happens outside of trading, brother. Everything's mentality, everything's the discipline, the consistency, the focus. I go to the gym later because I'm lazy right now. Go to the gym, brother. Every single day you must work out in some shape, way, or form. We must do it, brother, for our mental. Like, if you really want trading bad enough, you need to sacrifice all your bad habits. And to me, that's a beautiful trade off. That's the best trade off there is. If you want to make it in trading, you sacrifice your bad habits. So that's what I mean when you submit. We keep fighting against the trend, against the wave. We keep fucking rushing the process. We keep oversizing, over leveraging. We keep doing bullshit, brother. Because we're so stubborn. We're so ego driven. We want to be right so fucking bad. So fucking bad. We want our P&L to reflect how right we are. But that's bullshit, man. Slow the fuck down. Humble yourself down. There's no ego in trading, brother. You need a. How do you think I feel taking a fucking loss with 30, 40 people here watching, brother? It's obviously it feels uncomfortable, bro. And I would love to be right every single time, but I'm human and I can't be right all the time. And it's part of the statistic, it's part of the strategy. You're bound to lose. You're bound to fucking lose. But we wish to be right every single day. We can't be feeling good every day. We can't be motivated every day. That's bullshit. That's fake, brother. That's fake. There's no discipline behind motivation, brother. Motivation could be a great place to start taking action, but it's not sustainable. If you're depending on being motivated every single day, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna be disciplined enough to keep going to the fucking gym. I stopped trading 2 and 5 minute because it gave me revenge trading and over trading. In January, I do swing trading, which avoids all the bad habits, and it changed my life financially. Perfect, brother. That's amazing to hear. You learned through experience and you've adjusted your trading to your personal needs. It's tailored to your needs. Perfect. So you've already solved something that people that have been years in trading they haven't solved, brother. You've already done something different in my opinion, and that's a sign of growth. So you always want to be moving forward, bro. If you keep repeating cycles, if you're stuck in a fucking infinite loop, break the fuck out of it. Notice yourself, brother. No, like you have to look inside, brother. You have to look within. And like I said, these books tremendously helped me. These books, and there's this book in my nightstand that I don't flex often because I like to keep it more low key, but I will mention it right now on stream. But this book is the key to everything, boys. That is the book that you must read every single day. You must read every single night. And it's just everything. Like, it's not one thing, it's not one tip I could give you or one recommendation I could give you. It's everything, bro. It's everything. Like, you need to align yourself. You need to align your mission, your goals, your dreams. You need to align them with the person you are today. You need to fake it till you make it. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to act like a fucking millionaire, bro. You need to do what millionaires do. You need to, if you want to be a profitable trader, you need to do what profitable traders do. What do profitable traders do? Ask yourself, what do they do? What do they do that I'm not doing? What do they do? They journal. They're patient. They follow a strategy. They have a risk management plan. They're detached from the charts. Those are all the traits of a professional, profitable trader. So you're telling me all I have to do is do what they do and I can make it? Yes, brother. It's that simple. But us humans, unfortunately, we're all wired the same. We're all fucking wired the same. We have the same feelings and emotions. We process the feelings and emotions differently, but we we're in a statistic. That's why prop firms are profitable. That's why they will continue to make money because the human psychology allows them to keep making money from us. I advise to have swing account to see the difference in profits a few months. It's a lot easier. I wanted to get it more into like stock holding, not really swings, maybe more options trading, probably, but um, technical analysis, chart trading, and swing trading, I wouldn't mix it up. Like if I'm doing long-term stocks, I would do it more of a fundamental analysis, which I do plan on starting my portfolio. And I was thinking about like, oh, should I like do some content about this? But I don't know. I'm still not sure. We'll see. We'll see where the future lies. But but yes, boys. Take advantage of me right now, boys. Ask questions, ask personal questions, trading, anything. All right, let's start again. Let's redo our buy. So we're obviously bearish on the 1H. The 4H choppy as fuck. Don't even want to see it. 15 bearish. We're trading down on a 15. It's going down, boys. It is going down. So if I look at the 5M, kind of trash. 2M, 1M. We still don't even shift these gaps right here. Mainly this gap is the one I'm more concerned about. We also have it in 3 minute. We're just about to shift in the 3 minute. We could look to take a trade here, but we need to see a close below this. We need to see a close below that. So we still have a few minutes. Hopefully first it closes and then it taps. So we still have a minute. And what would this trade frame look like? I mean, we could do here 40 points. We could target a 2-to-1 like always. So about right there. So this is the trade idea framed. And now we wait. We need to wait for this candle has to close below to make a proper shift in market structure. So 40 seconds, boys. So this in itself, we already did have a market structure shift. I think I am going to enter here, boys, to hopefully see some continuation towards the sell side. So there's already been, why can I not M&Q? Oh my god, no wonder. Let's go on the 5 minute. Probably I do not want to see this low get taken. This is my invalidation low. If we do take it immediately, we're going to have to reframe our trade idea. I could definitely adjust it to this low because price is already hiking down. Price is heavily hiking down. So let's see if we get a tap. So we have that 2-minute unicorn unmitigated. See if we get tagged in here. Once this low gets taken, I feel like it's already too deep of a retracement. We need to be extra critical with the type of trades we're taking, the quality of trades we're taking. We will be inside of this 15-minute gap as well. And like I said, in my opinion, this is already way too deep for us to come back and tap us in. So let's see what happens here. So we're gonna cancel that out. Like I said, it's already in too deep. Let's see if we get a better trade idea framed. I mean, this liquidity pool seems very sus. Doesn't mean I'm going to flip my bias, but could still be sketchy here. Let's see what price does. Mmm, this is still looking juicy. But let's see how price reacts. Let's wait and see. Again, I want to take a clear setup. Why didn't you enter manually? Because there was no tap. No tap, nowhere. There was no valid entry for me. I need price to come back and tap. We're trading the market maker buy or sell model here in this case. It's coming back. Let's see if we get a tap here.
Order filled.
All right, there we're tagged in, boys. This is the trade idea I have framed. So obviously, this is the high we don't want to see get taken. So I'm adjusting my stop loss accordingly. We do want to see price continue on its merry way towards the sell side. So price could come and tap here. It could come and tap the order block. So we have several lines of defense before price starts selling off, which I'm completely fine with. But hopefully the hourly bearish gap is stronger than the bullish gap. Strong volume coming in, strong momentum. I could immediately get stopped out here. Tapping into the gap, first percent gap. We could also come tap the order block, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we could just start trading off. So hopefully we get a chance to protect our position. And let's see what happens, boys. We're in the trade. Remember, the market does not care about my unicorn, bro. It does not care about ICT, my strategy, nothing. The market is unpredictable. It could go straight for my stop loss, and that'll be it. But hopefully we could catch the right side of the trade. Are we delivering from a 15-minute? Well, I'll go over through the analysis right now. I need to keep a close eye. I am a professional trader. I move with purpose, not emotion. My job is not to predict. My job is to react with discipline, boys. I've already clicked the button, so I accept all the consequences that come with clicking the button. I accept the risk, everything. I know this is part of a statistic. I have a 47% chance of making money on this trade, and I will take my odds. So it's higher probability that we lose, but there's also a 47% chance we don't lose. So if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I call it a day and try again tomorrow. Hopefully it's one of those cases where we just get edged. Price delivers to the sell side. Not counting on it though. We're most likely going to get stopped out here.
Order filled.
And right there. Would you ever reverse your position? Hell no. Nah. So the theory and the thesis, I mean, poor stop loss placement should be in the protected, but it's not. But we're not going to do anything about it but learn the lesson. Did not want to see, mainly this trade was framed in the 3 minute, did not want to see price come above this area. So that was the thesis behind it. But let's see if we don't even take the wick. And no, I would never reverse my position. Like if I'm already wrong, I'm just wrong and that's it. Gotta take the loss like a man, and fuck man, what else can I do? But probably learning curve here. Maybe opened one too many contracts. Should have been two contracts to put it properly at the high. Probably. But yes, boys. Wait, let's frame it. So I am gonna sit here for a couple minutes just to see what happens because I am taking notes on my protected high was not properly set, but I feel like this is already too wide of a trade. So I probably would have played something with some re-entries or something. Your first macro play was correct. Even yes, you caught your first macro but didn't get in and played out. Maybe you should look into that. Nah, I mean, the main key here or idea here is that our trade idea has to be aligned with my bias. And even though my first macro play was correct, I was still unsure about my overall bias. So I'd rather not take the trade. But in this case, I had the bias and I had the trade idea, so I'm going to take it either way. But the mistake I made in this trade is my protected high. I assumed wrongfully that this high was my protected high, but the reality is this is the ultimate protected high. Price should not come to this high. And we're getting some type of a rejection, and I fear that this trade is going to play out. So we already did have an inversion, so right there would have been my re-entry play, and maybe now adjust to this high. Now I don't want to see that high get taken, and now I have more contracts open. My stop loss is adjusted, and then I'm in a much better area position. Regardless if we do get stopped out here, I'm entered with more size, and now I can safely say, all right, now this is my new protected high. Price should not come above this high. So the mistake here was our protected high, not properly placed. And it's painful, boys. It is painful. But you have to let it go and you just have to learn from your mistakes. Because I do fear this is going to play out. You are bearish on the bias, but the retracements are in game, right? I mean, yes, you could target retracement, but it's because, again, over the course of time that I've traded this strategy, sometimes trading against your bias works because of retracements, yes, but more often than not, you're going to pity yourself for taking trades opposite of your bias. You're going to shoot yourself more often than not in the foot by trading against your bias. So I was more flexible on that rule, but over the period of lost trades due to trading against my bias, I've come to the conclusion that fuck that shit, brother. I'm just going to take trades with my bias. And it's the same thing of keeping things simple. But I do fear that this does work out, this does play out, and we sell off. The mistake here was not proper stop loss placement. The stop loss always has to be in the protected high. I wrongfully assumed that this high was my protected high, but the reality is this is the real proper protected high. So I do see this playing out. And sometimes you gotta live with the pain and the burden of watching your play go without you. You must live through that. We were in discounts with unmitigated 15. I believe though you are bearish, you could take it. You don't hunt highs. Hunt the 1 and 2. Yes, sir. Would your TP still be the same? For sure. I mean, if I re-entered and if I played it the way I should have played it, I mean, maybe even take like one contract off here because I gave one contract up here. But I would still target this demand zone, probably this order block right here. You can even target the high of the order block right there. But there is an order block there you could target. Took a cinema trade, but higher stop loss. Well done, brother. I entered one too many contracts. 3 contracts should have been 2. It is what it is, boys. You live and you learn. I am not going to chase my trade. I am not going to re-enter. I am not going to do anything stupid. I just accept that I lost and fuck, bro. What could I do? Let it go, man. Be more focused for tomorrow and have it in mind that, oh shit, I missed my protected high. So I would most definitely adjust my stop loss towards this high. How's the week looking like? I'll show you right now. I'll just show you real quick. So not too bad. We're still up. We're up 400, 386 on the week right there. So we're still up. Even if we take a loss tomorrow, we're still going to be up on the week. But this is the end of April, boys. This is the end of April. This is what our April looks like. So the idea is, wait, let me look at the trade. The idea is with 50K accounts, you need to be aiming for at least 2%. And or not with 50Ks, just in general, like in trading, you need to aim for 2% months of your capital. And 2% of 50K is $1,000. So I made a little over 2%, which is perfect. Also, what do you think about not trading on Fridays if you green for the week? I mean, that's great. I've done it before. It's truly discretional. Like if you want to be strict with it and add it as a rule, be my guest. But I sometimes do it, sometimes I don't. It's not in my rules. Sometimes I'm discretional about it. Sometimes I say, oh, I want to end the week with X amount of money, so I'm just gonna stop, and I do so without hesitation or regret. I didn't have the time as much value as I wanted, but as far as I have seen, when it takes out the stop loss of the breaker, it usually doesn't work. I mean, I don't believe you should punish yourself for not having that wide stop loss on the high. It's because the strategy says that my stop loss needs to be in the protected high, and the ultimate protected high is here. This is the ultimate protected high. But now that we've reached this area and displaced, I feel like it's good practice to move your stop loss a little closer and save yourself some money there. Because if we're going to reach this high, you best believe we're going to reach this high. But yeah, like just even in the 5 minute, it's not looking good for bears. But you gotta like if you're already in a trade, you can't manual exit. Like you need to hold your position. You need to not act based on what's happening. You just need to let go and trust, have blind trust that your strategy is going to work. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. It's part of the statistic, it's part of the probability. You're not blowing your account, you're not over leveraging, you're taking a small calculated loss, and that's that. That's the end of the story. You don't need to think too much of it. I should have done this, I should have done just take your notes and try again tomorrow. Don't hook yourself for today. We missed a couple moves earlier. We saw some unicorns happen, and we didn't engage. It's not that deep. It's not the end of the world. It's not the last time we'll see unicorns. There will be charts tomorrow. There will be unicorns tomorrow. It's a perfect time to detach and let it go. Like I said, regardless, I ended the month. It was a perfect month, beautiful month, up 2% on the month, some change, 1.4K, which is perfect month of April. Hopefully, we get the same type of month or even better on May. But that's sums up April. That's it for April. 1.9, which to me is wait, it's 1.9, bruh. So we're up. No, it's 1.9. No, I'm look. I'll show you how much I'm up on the. I took a $400 payout like 2 weeks ago on each account, and right now I'm sitting at you can see right there 1.8, 1.8, 1.7, and then I'm break even on these two accounts. I'm so far away from my drawdown. Like I'm big chilling. Like I'm big chilling. Like I have no. I don't feel sorry for myself for taking the loss here. I mean I do feel stupid for still making rookie ass mistakes about my protected low. I opened one too many contracts. I low key knew, but not really. It's just hindsight. I was counting on this to eventually get respected and play out. But like I said, you gotta learn from your mistakes, and it's not the end of the world that I took a loss here. It's not the fucking like it's all right. Like everything's okay, boy. All fucking K. Um, but yeah, I mean, we're at 2,000 across three accounts. We're break even on two accounts. We're 1 day away from payout. To be fair, it's not looking like you, Jay, would have hit regardless. True. What's your buffer? I mean, right now, my buffer right there, you can see at the top, like if I hit zero balance, I'm out. But I have some good balance to play with. And then in the other accounts, so my balance is break even or negative 41, and my drawdown is still a long way to go. I'm chilling, boys. Like I'm literally in no rush to take a payout to make money. I'm chilling. I just want to make the same decisions that I'm making today. I want to make them again tomorrow. But remember, Ozzy, there is no absolutes in trading. Just because right now it's going against the trade idea doesn't mean it's not going to play out. This could very well still play out. And we've gotten so close one ticked and still plays out. So you need to have faith, because if you give yourself that space of thinking, oh, this is not going to play out, that's when your flesh will act on it and close your position early. And you need to remove that bad habit of closing the position before it hits your stop loss. So you need to accept the fact that you've already clicked the button. So let price come to your stop loss. Learn how to accept the risk you have on the table. I do have a 100K account that I still do not activate. I don't know. I'll probably activate it for next week, for Monday of next week, and we'll be trading 6 total accounts with 350K in funding. But I am sticking around. I do want to see this either get taken out or this play out, because I do want to see the unicorn happen. Did you trade your Apex account that you got a code for, by the way, or do you just use Top? No, I bought an Apex account. All the accounts I get, I give them away. Like all the free accounts I get, I give them away to y'all. But the Apex account, I got 100K. I passed it in one trade. Why did you choose multiple 50K accounts in the 150Ks? Because 50K accounts are much easier to pass relatively or percentagely in relation to the 150K accounts. So to pass a 50K account, you need $3,000, and to pass a 150K, you need $9,000. So relative to your drawdown, to pass your, how do I explain this? How do I properly explain this? Any giveaway today? No giveaways today, brother. Sorry. Probably next week. I done run out of accounts. Do you trade your Epic account? I've heard Topsy kind of got fucked over with payouts. I mean, I requested my payout like a couple weeks ago. I had no issues with getting my money, and I am close. I need one more day for another payout. I don't know if I'm gonna take it. Probably I am, depending on where I'm at with my balance. But yeah, boys. I think I'm gonna call it. This shit's about to hit stop loss. It might still play out. It might not. I don't care. That's it for me, boys. Need to get on with my day. So it's about to hit stop loss, and that's unfortunate. We called out 2, 3 unicorns that played out, and the one we take, it doesn't play out right there. Fully out right there. So GG's, boys. I fucking love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be here tomorrow at the same time. So take care and have a blessed rest of your